We would be grateful if you liked and subscribed. And don't forget to hit the notification button. In this episode, we arrive in Hamburg, see a Christmas tree on a lake, stop for coffee in a cafe, find our way to the railway station, wander round the Wandelhalle, see the snow arrive, spend more time in the top sail lounge, walk through the slush on the pool deck, and eat again in the Yacht Club restaurant.
Well, we're in Hamburg. It's still dark, as you can see. It's coming up for 7 o'clock in the morning.
It's now Sunday the 5th. And we're docked in Hamburg. The ship got here, I think, about 6:30 or so. We were certainly docked at 7 when I looked out. We've been for breakfast in the Palmerae restaurant, which is the Yacht Club exclusive restaurant, which is right down the other end of the ship.
We found the best way is to walk through the aqua park on deck 14, which does give you a little bit of fresh air on your way there and back, and then through the buffet and up at the other end.
Back to yesterday, in the
afternoon we went for no, it wasn't ultimate afternoon tea. It was high tea they called it,
in the top sail lounge, which was very pleasant. Got some photographs of that to insert probably just here.
And you had a trolley came round with a choice of the different teas.
And then there was a cake stand of cakes and pastries and sandwiches and things on it.
When they served your pot of tea, it came with proper leaf tea in the different choices in a strainer, and then a timer, or 3 timers, which you turned over and you brewed it to your chosen strength
for 3, 4 or 5 minutes,
and then removed the filter.
Well,
the little filter thing full of the tea
bags,
so it
not tea bag, tea leaves.
So it wouldn't brew any further.
Yeah, that's right.
Very good, wasn't it?
It was.
Nice assortment of little sandwiches and cakes and scones. The scones were lovely, tiny, but very nice.
And then after that, at 5 o'clock, we went to the theatre because we didn't been invited to a. It was billed as a captain's welcome or something.
Captain's Voyager Club welcome.
We were a bit bemused to start with when we sat in the theatre, because every other row was blocked off. We couldn't really understand what that was for. But it became clear that it was so that the photographer could come round and take photos of people by walking through each individual row. I think there's a little bit of upselling on this cruise. They're clearly trying to sell photographs to people.
The photo area is still all the photos are out in the area. Nothing's digital, and you go along and look in whether it's all the restaurant ones are together and various things are together, and you go and find your ones and then buy them. There was also a bit of Future Cruise upselling as well.
In that thing, and far from sort of anything meeting the captain, which we had on our last print. Was it our last Princess thing? Yes.
No, the one before.
One before.
We didn't go to the last one.
Oh, that's right. Apart from actually meeting the captain did come up on stage with all the rest of the crew, or all the main rest
of the officers.
And yeah, that was about it really.
They just did just did a toast, which was cheers, basically.
Yes.
No,
It
toast,
was
really.
billed as a cocktail party, but the cocktail consists of a
glass of
glass
prosecco.
prosecco.
And then they went out. There was live music, and the live music carried on after the captain and crew had left. And you're sort of thinking, can I leave now? But we came back to get changed for the evening at that point.
And we went to the
We went to the
theatre.
back to the theatre again for the Circus story performance, which was excellent.
Very, very energetic. A mixture of songs and acrobats, basically.
There was a juggler, and then there was they had songs at the front, the curtains opened, and there was a trampoline. And the trampoline there were 3 of them, and they were incredibly good.
And again, I'm sure we either have done or will show you some pictures of that too.
Yes, no, I did record some of that too. And then at the end of it, at the beginning they said, make sure you stay to the end, sort of hinting that something would be happening. And at the end of it, they started singing "We Are the World," and obviously various crew members from presumably all the different countries that are represented all came up on stage as well. And Doremi, the mascot, came up, and they were all singing on the stage together, which was a really nice ending to it. It was a very, as you said, energetic performance all round, and very different from anything we've seen anywhere else.
And far too energetic for us, because after that we just came back.
No, we didn't. That's when we went for dinner.
Oh, sorry, yes. We went for dinner after that, didn't we?
No, we did the early theatre.
So that's right.
And then went, the first time we'd actually been to the Palm area. Palmeraie. It's A-I-E at the end. Palmer and then A-I-E. So I think it's Palmeraie. First time we'd been for dinner.
And
which was,
had some nice lamb chops.
Yes.
And
you had the tiramisu.
I had a very nice tiramisu.
Very large tiramisu.
Yeah, very large tiramisu. And you had some...
I had, they said there was sugar-free ice cream. And since I'm trying to cut down on sugars where I can, not that you can very easily here, I thought I'd try the sugar-free ice cream, and I genuinely would not have known
that it was sugar-free.
That it was sugar-free at all. It was vanilla ice cream, but really delicious. And we had a cheese plate as well, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Which was enjoyable.
And the cappuccino.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The cappuccino in the Topsail Lounge is really, really our cup of tea. But I think the cappuccino in the restaurants, I think they make with cream rather than milk. And to be honest, I actually prefer the cappuccino in the Topsail Lounge. But both very nice.
Still, the coffee in it was really nice
yeah.
too. A proper cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And then after that, we came back to the room. You were a bit tired after that.
I was a bit tired.
But we arrived back and we found our little box with
yes.
actually mini lemon meringue pies in them.
Yes.
This time, our little amuse-bouche box. And
stay there.
The room had been turned down, and chocolates, they don't put them on the pillow, they put them on the bedside table. Because I'm sure, John, you'd lie down on your chocolate.
Yes, every night we get 2 little amuse-bouche in this boxy thing. I hope you can see that. You probably can. There.
With a heavy glass lid to keep it
fresh.
Keep it all fresh. And different chocolates last night from the night before. In fact, we had different ones from each other.
Yeah.
They're the Benchy chocolates.
Yes, very, very nice.
It's really, really nice. Although you say very nice, we
haven't
actually
had
eaten the chocolates yet.
Yes.
Did you eat the other ones?
I can't remember. I have one of them, but not the other one.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, as we said at the beginning, we're in Hamburg, and what we're doing is we're waiting for people to disembark, because every port on MSC Cruises is a embarkation and disembarkation port, and we thought before going into Hamburg we'd wait until people had disembarked, so it was easier to get off the ship.
Everyone's off by 10:15, and it's not a great day. It's Sunday, so most places are shut, apart from the museums and whatever are open, but most of the shops are shut. But we've been given a shuttle ticket. That's something that came last night. It arrived. It was just one ticket, which had your name on it, and a bit confused that it was only one ticket. But then you registered the credit card, so that's probably why. And then we realised that what you do is fill in how many people, and then they charge appropriately.
Yes. Given the ticket is a bit of a misnomer, because
it was on the bed. It's charged.
It's 16
euros per person.
Or might even mean 16.50, I think.
I think it was 16 per person.
So not cheap, the shuttle.
But we're right in the middle of a very industrial port,
and it's about
they reckon about 45 minutes walk to the middle of Hamburg.
Yes. So we're.
I mean, you can walk to the tunnel under the river and walk through the tunnel,
and then.
But again, you have to go round the port to get to the bit with the tunnel. In the week, there are buses that run, so you could hop on a bus for about the 20 minutes from out of the port to the tunnel.
But not on a Sunday.
But on a Sunday, there's no buses, and there's no there's a lot of hop on, hop off ferries in the week.
Yes, and no ferries
on
a
Sunday.
There are apparently boat cruises down the river, but it's a bit overcast today, so although we might normally do that, we perhaps won't do that today.
But we'll see how it goes. We could always just go down and pick up a one down there. But it's due, they reckon now it's due to snow about 3.
3, yes.
And we don't leave, it's on board at 7:30, I think. So I think we'll try and be back on board before it snows.
Well, I think we've rambled on long enough now. So,
I think we have. Yeah. Bye.
At about 10:30, we were escorted to the shuttle by our butler. The bus took about 20 minutes to get us to the centre of Hamburg, where we were set down by a
on
lake.
A seat next to the Binnenalster, which is a small body of water, and then there appears to be a bridge and a railway line, and it goes to the Außenalster, which presumably is the bigger bit, and that bit's opened. That's a much bigger body of water.
And how cold is it?
Very.
And where are we going to go in a minute?
Somewhere warm. Coffee.
I think we're going to seek out the railway station.
Yeah, the railway station.
It's quite close.
Apparently there are some shops and things open near the railway station. It's Sunday, so hardly anything is open.
Yeah, snow later.
Snow later. And we might find somewhere for scarves.
After about 5 minutes' walk, we came across a pleasant little cafe. The coffee was rather weak, but the cafe was nice and warm. After leaving the cafe, we walked through the almost deserted streets of Hamburg until we came to the railway station.
We found our way to the only shops that are open in Hamburg on a Sunday. At the Wandelhalle. Oh. There's, yes, I think so, just food down there. Oh, it's outside. Well, who said there was no shops in Hamburg on a Sunday? Plenty here at the railway station.
Mainly food outlets.
Oh, I don't know, there's clothes shops and all sorts down here. Lots and lots of food outlets. All in one place over on the right hand side over there. But there's sort of souvenir-y sort of shops here. See if we can find ourselves a Christmas decoration somewhere. Oh, look at those owls. Oh, that's a penguin, I think, supposedly. Yeah.
Kiwi. A big spider. It's just soft boys.
More shops along here.
Souvenir shop.
Should we have a look in there? See, there's the food hall over there. Lots and lots of pizza, falafel, sushi. You name it, they've got it. Concert hall over the way there. That's where the station was back there with the Van Le Havre. Over a busy road on the way back down to the water. And we're back at the water again with the Christmas tree in the lake. Not sure whether you can see it, maybe I can zoom that in a bit later. We're heading back to the shuttle bus, just down here somewhere. It was -5°C, so we were very glad that the shuttle bus was ready to depart when we reached it. Back at the bus. Ship, sorry, back at the ship. Back on board, we headed to our cabin for a rest. Well, we didn't notice it because we've been sort of dozing and reading. But the snow has most definitely come. Well, sleep really, but there's a bit of everything here. Wow.
It's sleety snowing, And it's coming down onto me now. I think it's been snowing for a little while. Because we're in the top sail lounge. You can't see out of the windows because they're covered in snow.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. On separate plates, so I just had them like that. But perhaps if you have a big plate,
You'd lift the sandwich off and put it onto the small.
or just stand them on it.
Oh yes,
Be the
true.
easiest way to do it.
Oh dear, it's a bit damp out here. Well, be careful. A bit wet and making your way across the open deck, and it's frozen out here.
We were quite tired, so we decided to give the theatre a miss, and at 7 o'clock we headed for the Yacht Club restaurant.
Really stringy soup to start.
So all aboard 8:30.
Merlot,
At 9.
Pinot Grigio, filet mignon, which I've already started on. And Jill's had the same. I have a coconut dacquois. I'll say that again. I have a coconut dacquois, and Jill has a, what was it, Jill? A fresh fruit salad with ice cream.
After our meal, we walked back across the snowy deck.
Snow on the lounges and around the pool. Oh, it's cold. Around 1. Here we have the cacti and Jill.
As usual, there were turned-down treats in the cabin. In episode 4, we breakfast in our cabin again, are mesmerised by the lifts in the atrium, we have a look around the shops, we are surprised by a bowl of fruit, I go to a presentation about the remaining ports, while Jill films her cabin tour. We attend the Yacht Club cocktail party, go to a cinema-themed show, and have a formal night dinner in the Yacht Club restaurant.
Thanks for watching. We'd be very grateful if you liked and subscribed.